If you just Silo City is located on the south shore of the Buffalo River, neighboring Lake Erie in downtown Buffalo, a historic and unique structure. Silo City is the world's largest collection of grain elevators, and at one point stored most of the grain that was supplied in the U.S. Many of these elevators were decommissioned in the 60s, and the last operating one was in 2017. It was used as a trading center for the city of Buffalo back when it was first being established. It was important because it was located at the end of Lake Erie where it turned into the Niagara River. The site was a prime location for trading and also had the support of the railroads, which were later constructed along the southern end of Silo City. Buffalo's summer climate ranges anywhere from 60 to 80 degrees. In the winter, however, temperatures drop to an average of 20 to 30 degrees. When restoring the ecology to the area, it is important in selecting very specific plants which will be able to survive both the harsh winters and warm summers. The climate is also important as it allows for walkable environments to be created and utilized during the summer. The warm summer climate and walkability will also add to the smooth transitions between the artistic interiors of the warehouse and the restored environment found outside.
The location of the site is both a positive and negative when discussing the redevelopment of Silo City. The majority of businesses which surround the site are commercial buildings which would not draw in very much business. The retail businesses in the area are also located across the river with no direct access other than a bridge which is in the opposite direction. However, the positive side is that it is only located 10 minutes away from the downtown area. This would allow for many opportunities to attract people to the site, which in turn would create many new business opportunities. The ecology of the site has suffered from years of degradation. Oils and other industrial materials have seeped into the ground, rendering the soil toxic. This has stripped away the ground of the majority of nutrients it once possessed. Because of this, growing plants on the site is significantly more complicated than on a regular site. There is also an invasive species called the Japanese knotweed, which has contributed to the downfall of Silo City's ecology. This weed has caused a lot of harm to the area by dominating the competition for the available resources. This plant competes for the nutrients, taking away from native species and furthering damaging the area's natural environment.
Restoration of the soil and ecology of the site will require many years of work. The first and most important part of this plan will be to compost and return nutrients to the ground. In previous years, composting has been used in Silo City, and in one year in particular, the city of Buffalo generated 110 tons of food scraps, which were used to regenerate and replenish the soil. The other important aspect of this restoration is the reintroduction of native plant species. In some cases, plants such as sunflowers or willow trees can be used to help clean contaminants out of the dirty soil. Plants such as these would be implemented into the design and begin the long, strenuous process of reclaiming the degraded soil.
Silo City and Concrete Central are spaces of no restriction. They can be explored by users at their own risk. With no police patrolling and little signage regarding trespassing gives the industrial site a post-apocalyptic feel where humans can occupy the spaces and use it as they please. This provides a space where people can express themselves artistically. When exploring the site, you ponder upon different art exhibits that are often hidden within Silo City. Though exhibits are intriguing, there is little control of what happens to them after they are built, which often leads to the destruction of the installations. Maintaining the user experience and not overdeveloping the site can inspire artists to produce work they may not have developed in a more controlled setting.
Reimagining the purpose of the silos as an artist residency location will create a summer attraction for the artists and city residents, bringing life to the site and populating it with artwork and people. The implementation of an artist residency speaks to the artistic background in Western New York, specifically at Art Park in Lewiston. Locating it at Silo City makes it more accessible to a larger population at a smaller time cost. The refurbishment of the silos as an artist residency space and gallery space would be similar to the repurposing of an old warehouse space in Syracuse to the now Gear Factory artist residency and exhibition space. Hall Walls is a contemporary art exhibition in Buffalo, which is housed in a restored church. In a similar fashion to this, the interior of the grain warehouses would be restructured and designed to provide an adequate gallery space for locally sourced installations and work of the proposed artist residency nearby. With a high density of warehouses and silos, different silos could house different gallery spaces such as sculpture, paint, textiles, and interactive work.
Here's a clip of some art exhibition examples we discovered in Silo City while we were exploring the area.
Our final proposal is integrating water access within the site. This seems reasonable given there are many other access points along the Buffalo River near Silo City. Our approach to this proposal was inspired by the existing conditions of the site. In this concept diagram, you can see the winding path transition into a dock that allows entry and exit to and from the water.